The year is 5500. The world has changed drastically since the time of Firestar and the clans who lived around the lakes. Civilizations have risen and fallen, leaving naught but ruin in their stead. And in those thousands of years, the descendants of the clan cats of old have evolved, and seek to expand their knowledge and build a more advanced clan as they take on this dangerous and hostile new world. Hello everybody, Saltasuit Ren here, and welcome to the first episode of our Rimworld Warrior Cats Challenge. And I've been sitting on this for a little while. I've been trying to figure what mods would be best to use for this. I put up a poll saying what you guys think I should be doing for this. And ultimately you guys settled on this biome, which is a temperate forest. Which is, there's a bunch of different biomes in this game. The temperate forest is the one that the tutorial is usually in. This isn't the tutorial technically, but it is for our purposes, which is we are not doing a traditional Rimworld game. If you're here for one of those hardcore one-person survival, ultra, losing is fun games, this is not that. I'm not a losing is fun type of person, so I don't play on losing is fun. If you're somebody who wants to see somebody fail again and again and again, I think that's going to happen without me being on losing is fun. I am going to be playing at my own pace. For now, I'll go ahead and introduce our characters. We have Crow here, who, yes, okay, I forgot that this thing needs a tutorial. Okay, yep. Yeah, first we have Crow. I have to click on you just once because you will start kind of doing your own thing. If I go to your bio, your traits are that you are big-boned, aesthetic, and you're also bisexual. But big-boned, whether from bulk or awkward posture, Crow has broken a few chairs in his time and is likely to break more. Aesthetic, Crow has forsaken physical comforts in favor of a simple, pure lifestyle. He will become unhappy if he has a bedroom that's too impressive. He also dislikes fancy food, prefers to eat raw. He never judges others by their appearance. Interesting. I've actually not seen this before, or not in any of my little characters, but that's fine. As childhood, he was a budding artist, and now he is a logger. We also have Crane, who's over here. Her traits are super immune. She has a naturally powerful immune system. She will gain immunity much faster than a normal person would and can survive illnesses that would kill others. So, kind of love that. She's a careful shooter, which is very interesting considering I have set the warrior cat species that I've made, which is a species. There's actually technically a few from different times I've played around with mods, adding and removing them. The one that we're mostly using is warrior kind, but there's a couple others I might kind of throw in there on occasion. She's also brave and is bisexual, again. And she's still incapable of intellectual stuff. We're going to be starting with that for a reason. And then we have Ren here. Not me, just Ren like the bird. He is greedy and bisexual, and that's it. You're also very good at mining, art, and you will be able to do intellectual stuff in the future. Right now, not so much. But we have these guys. You can actually see everything that they're good at. If there's a little flame next to it, that means it's something that they have some passion for, so they'll learn that skill better. Crow is pretty interested in plants, so he will learn plant-related skills faster. You also see a little... That got a little loud. That's fine. I have a music mod that can be a little glitchy at times. Okay, that should be fixed. But yeah, the yellow means that you're natural at it, but if you don't keep it up, you're not going to practice it on your own. And if you don't keep it up, you're going to start forgetting it a little bit more quickly. So that's something to keep in mind. Crane, in the meantime, like it says, you are a careful shooter, which probably comes from the fact that you were an archer in your adulthood. Meaning that you're going to be pretty good at that. You have some passion in melee, mining, and cooking, but especially in art and medical. So I don't know if Crane is going to be a healer yet. Maybe, we'll see. You do have like a lot of passion for that, so you might be our best bet. And then you, let's see, you are good at mining, or you have some passion for crafting and natural art, and a lot of passion in intellectual. So we're gonna see how that goes. And you'll also notice that everybody is pretty bad at shooting except for Crane. This is because Crane started off with, like, officially Crane has the learned level for shooting at 11. However, I decided that the warrior cat species that we have here, they have claws, and I don't think those claws are good for shooting. So I actually set it so that they are awful at shooting. They're not that good at it. This is also to kind of like offset some of like the metabolism stuff in the game. But regardless, they have clawed hands, so that's fine. But not great at shooting. Anyways, for now, I'm gonna go ahead and like figure out where I'm gonna set up shelter. I did notice that this particular area did spawn in with beds here, which I think I'm not opposed to claiming. Which I'm gonna do by hitting the claim button here under architect. I'm gonna take this. I think this seems reasonable for us. And then like we could make our storage area over here for now. Kind of got some natural shelter that already exists here. And I am gonna set up a dumping zone for in the future. I usually like to put the dumping zone like away from where we live a little bit. And this will eventually all be like outside, because I want us to live in this main area. But for us just starting off, this isn't too bad. So I think I'll put the dumping zone over here. It might seem a little odd, but that's what I'm gonna do for now. Let's see, for us to kind of start off, I'm also gonna set up a little campfire, which is part of the basics that it's saying. And I'll put it there. Okay, we're on different playlists apparently. It's not sticking with the playlist I selected. That's fine. Your story has begun in the animal tech era, which works a bit differently than the other tech levels. I picked animal tech because warrior cats. They're animals. Your only understanding of this world is the wonder of fire and its applications. To discover more, you'll have to work with fellow tribesmen to discover new technologies around the fire. So we're gonna go ahead and build ourselves a campfire first. And our warriors will kind of start going about their business. I am going to go ahead and hit smart prioritize for now for all of these guys. Kind of decide what it is that they're good at. Hello? Wait, what? We don't need that. That's not ours. There's a lot of bones here. What? Wait, there's like a lot of bones here. Wild boar, deer, wild boar, ibex. Lots of dead chickens, but we don't want those. I'm gonna go ahead and forbid these actually. So the same way that we can like claim stuff or allow stuff, which is what I've been doing, I can also forbid things, and in this case, there'll be all these skeletons here. We don't need these. So Ren, why don't you go ahead and start going ahead and moving stuff to where they need to go. I am going to also go ahead and make sure I don't have the manager set up. I am going to make sure everybody has stuff to do, which they don't. Cooking is going to be very important, so I'm going to set everybody who is good at it to 1. Likewise, you're the doctor, so you're going to be set at 1 for there. Firefight, I'm going to actually set to 2 because I don't want patients getting up. I have a reason for setting everything to the priorities I do. All Plus will be set to 1 as well because this is important. If it's stuff that needs to be hauled urgently, that needs to be hauled urgently. If children need to be taken care of, that's urgent. Basic, the easy tasks are all 1. I'm going to put you at 3, and I'll put you at 2. Construct. Nobody's on Construct, so I'm going to set somebody to... Who's good at mining? I think you were good at mining, so I'll set you to 1. And I'll set you at 3 for that. Let's see, plant cut. I do want you, Crane, to be on 1 for plant cutting. So you can be on 1 for the stuff that you're good at. Not art. Crafting can be a 1. I have some ideas for what I'm doing here. Let's see, train. Very high priority. Everybody else should be doing some training, I think. I am going to put it at 3 for everybody, actually, overall. Art isn't the most important. It will be useful in the future, but for now, not so much. I think that that's good for priorities for now. And I will come back, and actually I should set everybody else to be able to doctor, just in case of emergency. So I'm going to go ahead and see if everybody will start bringing some supplies to try and build over here, please, somebody. So everybody's just going to be hauling stuff for now. That's fine. And you might also sometimes see text bubbles over everyone's heads. You'll see what they're talking about. Like, Crane and Crow quipped about taming sardines, or Crow insulted Crane's hand. Oh my goodness. Wren belittled Crane's jawline. These guys aren't getting along. Crow. Apparently, you've chatted a little bit more with Wren. You're friends with Wren. That's good. Crane's also not feeling the best. You can kind of see their mood a little bit in the little bubbles. Actually, okay, I'm making sure you can actually see my cursor so you know what I'm doing now. Okay, we have a fire going. Now, before we do too much, I am going to go ahead and we're going to start a tribal gathering, clan meeting, everyone. Let's have ourselves a clan meeting. Apparently Crow's going to organize it. And we can see what the quality will be up here. This is kind of going to go... A total intellectual skill will be 12, so it'll be plus 12% quality. Participant count, plus 7.5 out of plus 25. Overall, it's probably going to be a 30% chance, and I think that it's not going to go great. But we have something going on here. So we can hope for the best. So Crow's starting this. Wren is on the way over. Now we're going to have our little clan gathering here as they try and talk around the fire. Crow quipped about pets. Crow chatted about eating eggplants. Crow said something about guilty pleasures. So Crow's leading this gathering. This is what Crow is talking about. Crane told a joke about savory foods. You can kind of see what they're all talking about here. Oh, Crane loudly insulted Ren's nose. Please get along during this clan meeting. We need things to go well. Uninspiring. And hello. You're fleeing. Why are you fleeing? I'm sorry. Why are you attacking the crow? Enemy exotic pet of ancients. What? What? I'm sorry. What? Okay, well, a fox decided to interrupt, I guess. So, only 4 research points were obtained. That's fine. And everyone's also starving, so we will need to get some food soon. This is just a fox, though, so I think we can take on a fox. So I'm gonna draft you guys, and I'm gonna say... search and destroy. Medical treatment needed has just popped up. The game is a little slow, but it's fine. Oh. Here we go. There we go. Undraft. Ren. You have a scratch. I'm gonna go ahead and actually set... We have these heal roots around. These are like herbs that we can gather. I'm gonna double click on this. While I'm zoomed out and I can kind of like see how many are around. I'm gonna say harvest. Anything that can be harvested will be harvested. I'm also gonna go ahead and allow the fox to be obtained. Crow, I'm actually gonna go ahead and have you attack the rat. I feel like... Okay, well... Undraft. I don't think that that is something you're necessarily going to need to, like, take care of. Apparently you're eating the fox. But I do need you more, like, it's more important once you're done eating. I think it's more important for you to go ahead and harvest some heal root so you can heal Ren. Ren is more important. So you just got a little crack from the rat teeth in your jaw? That's fine. I don't think you need to be asleep. I don't think these guys can like properly cut plants. Like I could go ahead and like do orders for harvest on whatever plants are available in this vicinity. And Crow is pretty good with plants, so I would like you to go ahead and prioritize harvesting from the apple tree, please, Crow. You can survive with a cracked jaw. It's not life or death. It's inconvenient, but... Dandelion's ready to harvest. Huh. Are we gonna get stuff from dandelions? Either way, we're gonna go ahead and try and treat Ren. And it's so weird to say that, but that's what we say, I guess. And I do want to see like where all those research points went. So I'm gonna go ahead and open research. And if I could look in the research tree and go to basics. Okay, we got some points in hunting, animal handling, and tribal wear. I can actually activate something called passive research, which is a mod that I have, but I'm not going to do that until we get all the way to culture. for now, I don't think it's wise for now. Okay. I'll just let these guys do their thing. I'm also going to go ahead and set some times for them to work. And I do want to mandatory do recreation, because otherwise they will be unhappy. I'll do that in midday, and I'm going to set work a little longer. And then a little extra recreation time. And there we go. And a lot of people, I did have a little poll saying if they go ahead and like try to decide what they should name their clan before we reach a certain point. Okay, you don't need to. Well, I don't think you actually have any items to do this with, so I don't think it's doing much. So I guess that you're gonna go ahead and you have a stab scar. I just kind of realized that. It'll be fine. We're still on day 1. Technically it says it's the 7th of April, which is the name of the month, or the season. April covers like the entirety of spring. There's Jugas, which covers the entirety of summer. I forget what they called, like, I think it was like Septober was the entirety of fall. And I forget what winter is called. I think it was like, oh, what is it? I'm also gonna go ahead and look. Just gonna ignore that for now. It's fine. We have a bunch of, can we cook? Actually, we can. I'm gonna have us try and cook some simple meals if we can. If we can do 4 at a time. Then that's fine. You, Crow, should not be in bed. Oh, bed rest for not immediately life-threatening problems. That should be a 2. Okay, and you guys are apparently trying to repair the beds. Sure. I would prefer if you guys went and tried to harvest whatever can be harvested. That's not big enough to harvest. I don't think we need dandelions. Why are dandelions saying we can harvest them? Are we getting anything from them? Wild greens, apparently. Sure. I'm also a little nervous about this. I haven't seen a thing saying anything about being near an ancient structure. Or ancient danger. So I don't think that's what this is. But it could still have some dangerous stuff inside. But then again, it could also just be part of the ruins mod that I have. So many alpacas, too. Also, I noticed like there's this little icon down here. Oh, hello! Sotakin Aimai is a growler. We could technically, like, try and welcome her. I think she's about to leave, actually. Or maybe she's not. She's also got Was it just me, or did she have like 2 different color eyes? Or maybe she is about to leave. It's alright. Technically, she's not a warrior, but she is a furry creature. The Growler are very kind of bear-like. And they're very powerful. It says that they are formidable and dangerous creatures driven by a primal need to fight and conquer. I swear she's like about to leave. Their robust physique is optimized for close quarter combat, and they rarely, if ever, use ranged weapons. And I will go ahead and say I have actually lost an entire tribe in Rimworld to like 5 completely unarmed growlers. Like, I sent all of my best soldiers out and they all died. Like, that is how good of that is what they are capable of. And it can be a little intimidating. It's fine. It's fine. I guess that you're off to go and cook. And I am going to go ahead and set where our home is for now. Which right now it seems to be this area. New lovers? Ren pursued Crow by implying good things about his usefulness. Crow responded well and is now Ren's lover. Ren and Crow now went to sleep together. Consider assigning them a double bed. I can't build a double bed. I could like make a sleeping spot on the floor, but I think they'd hate that. For now, this will have to do, and I'm sorry. They are trying their best to build this. Probably like taking like mud from the ground, kind of just patching up the walls or sticking stones into the loose areas, because they don't technically have the ability to build yet. Like if I go here and go to structure, they can smooth walls, they can replace stuff, they can replace things like a wood wall with stone. We could make a cobblestone wall out of sandstone chunks, apparently, or maybe we could make a thing out of marble chunks. But we can't really do much more than that. We can't even build roofs. I do think these guys need to actually... I know you guys aren't tired, but if I look at the schedule, it's about time for you guys to sleep. Oh, Crow's fully healed. Good, good, good. I am kind of wondering what the deal was with this fox. Because apparently it was an ancient's pet. Which does make me a little worried about this here. I'm not gonna lie, that's a little scary to me. At some point we're going to be told that we need, like, security. I cannot make stone spike traps. I did notice something over here, though. Oh, is this the reason we're being told, oh, why don't you make stuff out of this? Because I'm going to go ahead and say, allow everything. Wait, hang on. There was some stuff that I forbade that I need to... Yeah, this stuff I'm going to keep forbidden. But up here, this stuff could be ours. Reasonably. Steel, granite blocks, limestone blocks, sandstone blocks, uranium, and enemy exotic pet of ancients. Okay. Who are the ancients? Let's see. There's... I'm a little concerned about what they're capable of, the ancients. Are there a lot of foxes around? Because if I hit wildlife, will the foxes show up? Or will they be like... Oh yeah, I don't see foxes on here. Yeah, I'm gonna zoom out. Yeah, I don't know. I am a little concerned. We've got all sorts of creatures, though. So things should be okay in the end. Just gotta keep an eye out for more of those foxes belonging to the ancients, I guess. Because that's a thing, I guess. And if we have the ancients, I don't want to open this up. This will just be kind of like a natural wall, and we're just not going to bother trying to open it. Y'all, why don't you go to sleep? Crane, you go to sleep too, please. Apparently you've got a wooden bed while the others... Where are you going, Crow? Okay, you're hungry. Okay, sure. You don't have to go through a door, you could just... Oh well. I also don't really have furniture I can make. I mean, I can make torch lamp. There's also just like the little sleeping spots, but it's fine. And Ren is fully healed. That's good. And, oh, that's right. Ren actually has some family elsewhere in the world. You have a sister named Herring, who is somewhere far away, and your birth father is named Mantis, who's actually the leader of a faction somewhere else. But I guess your lover now is, your lover is Crow, and you don't like Sotikin. Or Suitkin. I don't know how... Apparently you're aware of Soitkin, but you all are, actually. And nobody really cares much for Soitkin. It's fine. Alright. Everybody's awake and everybody is on the move. You're off to go and harvest a bearberry bush. You are making some food. Excellent. Can we actually begin... We need to wait 3 hours before we can do another clan meeting. That's fine. And you do need to clean up a bit before you can actually start cooking. I guess you're more invested in trying to make sure everything is taken care of, making sure that you guys have a roof over your head. That's probably your priority here, Ren. A night watch from House of Aelwyn is passing by. She is named Syndra Perxisis. Okay. So this is an elf. There are elves in the world. There's different races in the world. Most of them are more humanoid than us. And I do think I'm going to have like a little rule that I do. Which is, I'm only going to try and recruit, like if we recruit anybody who is not a cat of some sort, because there are a few different cat-based factions. If we recruit anyone who is not a cat, I am going to roll like... I'm gonna roll a die to see if like they'll at least like have cat ears in the tail. And maybe fur body. But they may still carry the genes of their original thing, because I don't know if like... But it's also only going to be like a small chance, I think. If it's a baseliner, which is like the default human, they will automatically be made into one of the warrior races that I have. Probably the same one that these guys are, which is warrior kind. But there's a few other races that I have made, and we may try and play around with some of the others as well, if it's a baseliner, and see like how they kind of intermingle. Rain, how are you doing? Okay, eat some food. You are apparently not feeling great, and you're getting a little close to this fox here, huh? who's apparently an enemy of ours. That fox is defending this area, I guess. You are going to harvest the wild heal root, which I do think is the more important thing to harvest. And is it time for us to... I'm going to wait until you've harvested this, and then I'm going to start the clan meeting. Because I think that's important for us. Alright. Still gonna just be 30% quality. Let's try, though. We need to try. Maybe if we're not interrupted by a fox attacking, it should be okay. Ancient danger! Yeah? I wondered. Yeah. We are not going to go into this. We're not going to dig into this. This is a little too dangerous for us. I see some steel here. We are not going to try and take the steel. This entire, like, mountain thing is going to be a little off limits for us. And let's go ahead and they're chatting about recreation, the weather, lunchtime. And throwing a comment about heal root to Ren. We do need some more, I do agree with that. Pro said a word about odd jobs. Pro made a comment about eating habits. You guys could, like, stand to get some hunting going because we can't just keep eating grains. We're cats. Ren joked about pemmican, which is something that they could potentially make. It's like a tribal sort of ration. Pro and Ren exchanged thoughts about old Earth. Crane and Ren chatted about cooking with corn cobs. Huh. Pro and Ren chatted about fashion. Crane told a joke about crossbows to Crow. Ren commented about crazy gnats. Crow and Ren chatted about using sabers, weapons. Crane quipped about lavish meals with Ren. Crow and Ren chatted about using sabers. Crane chatted about favorite haircuts, and you're wandering away. Please don't wander away. We need as much intelligence as we can get here. What are you doing? Relaxing socially. You can relax socially by the fire. I think it's almost over. Ren said something about woods. Encouraging tribal gathering. Okay. So 8 points of research per participant will be distributed among the available research projects. Okay, so everyone's going to get +3 mood for 6 days. What is that going to be for us? Higher animal handling, pretty good hunting. We got some extra stuff in mining as well. Okay, so we're getting better, like, thinking about hunting. Right now, though, everyone's just kind of doing their own thing. Why is this such ominous music playing? I'm just gonna skip to the next song. Is it not skipping? I guess it's gonna fade to the next song. Apparently, at some point, Crow and Ren chatted about herb worlds, whatever that means. And you were also joking about bayonets with Ren. I do think, like, it has been thousands of years, clearly. Clearly, these descendants of, like, the warrior cats of old have seen some things. Whatever those things are, who knows? There's a reason that they're like trying to like evolve though. Like they have been evolving. They are now like kind of bipedal as opposed to being like quadrupedal like they used to be. They're trying to kind of like adapt to what the world currently is. These two, you are lovers, right? Yeah. So the word about learning roulette. Ren and Crow chatted about a lot of stuff. You can kind of like see all the stuff. What's Tarsier? Oh, well, Crane is just kind of ignoring this. Apparently you've been trying to seduce your partner and... Oh. Okay. Agreed, but then you kind of wandered off in the opposite direction? Sure, yeah, that's fine. It's because we don't have a double bed. Okay, now you're trying to woo Crane. Crow. Okay, sure. Interesting. Oh, and Crane started a social fight with Crow. Okay, guys. Guys, please. They are fighting. Crane is losing pretty badly. Oh. Guys. Okay. Guys. Why do you do this? At least it's night. Neither of them are bleeding, even though it looks like they are. 7 conditions need tending. I will say so that you can self-tend, Crane, because you may need to. Have you picked up any heal root? A little, yeah. And I think you are in more need than... Yeah. Okay, clearly they do not get along. I am going to prioritize you refueling the campfire because we need that. We have a good amount of wood, so let's put it to use. This thing is going to be deteriorating pretty soon. It's going to start to rot. Alright, now that apparently Crane and Crow are both awake, they did go to sleep a little earlier than Ren did, so... I've also kind of adjusted some of the settings in my mods, so you should be able to take care of non-lethal stuff without the need of medicine. It won't be as effective, but right now we need to save our medicine for when we truly need it. Oh, quality 0. Yeah, that tracks. Very least, maybe you can get some extra skill in medicine at some point. That would be nice. Because things are going a little slow, I am also going to speed up the game a little bit. There's only 3 cats in the clan so far. If we can call it a clan, they don't properly have clan names. I may ask you guys for what their clan names should be. And what we should call this clan if we don't end up giving it a name before the end of this episode. We might need to, but I don't think we will. Oh, now it says we need defenses. Cool, yeah. What defenses can we get? We can't get a watchtower, and we don't have Yeah, we don't have any of the stuff we need to make those spike traps. We'll have to do some research to see if we can invest in some defenses, but the reason we need this is because apparently pirate raids will start soon. We need to take care of our needs as quickly as possible. I am going to do something a little funny though, and it may seem weird, but this is probably the best thing I can do. Go to miscellaneous. I'm going to set up what's called a caravan hitching spot right here. If worse comes to worse and we're going to be I can tell we're going to be severely outnumbered and won't be able to, like, take care of ourselves, we're going to just kind of use this to, like, set up and run. We can set up a new camp somewhere else. We'll take what we can and run if we have to. But for now, we need to start trying to invest in research. Oh, do you guys have any opinions on each other? Okay, apparently Crow has an okay opinion on Crane, but Crane really hates Crow. Oh yeah, that is a lot. But it looks like you're trying to mend that. You spoke about friendly bakers with Crow. And why do you have a completely neutral opinion on Crane? Apparently, you've been insulted by Crane. Sure, everything will be fine, though. Let's go ahead and do our tribal gathering. Crow, if you'll wake up, you don't need to sleep through this. And I don't know why this song is the one playing, so I'm gonna skip it. Okay, that's loud suddenly. Alright. Oh. Oh! Okay, yeah. Ren and Crane, sure. We'll just leave them be. Crow is doing the clan gathering, like, where the heck did you guys go? Spoke about vomiting, chat about using hammers, chat about spaceships. So we're about practicing with sides. Wild Man in Black, hello? I'm gonna jump and see who... Your name is Riro, and you're a male Nyan kind. Okay. Okay, so Riro, your name is Tasun Riro. I don't know how it's pronounced, but that's how I'm pronouncing it for now. We'll give you a better name in the future. But for now, welcome, Tasun Riro. Crane is now... Okay. Yeah, this... Sure, this is happening. Congratulations, Crane. And Ren, I guess. I guess you are technically attending the tribal gathering. Crow is kind of like looking like, I could see this entire thing happening, right? Colonists can gain expertise. Tasun, actually, you can gain expertise in shooting? I guess I'm gonna make you an expert in, expertise in aiming. Aiming time will be lower. Let's do that, I guess. I can also see, like, what inspired tribal gathering. Okay, the tribal gathering was inspiring. The tribe is close to a breakthrough. Okay, what are we... Alright, we're still kind of working on mining, tribal bearer, animal handling, and hunting. But now there's 4 of us, so that should help with some stuff. Yo, psychic death now, what? I don't know. I'm gonna hit smart prioritize for you for now, and I'm gonna go ahead and... You can be very good at that, and you're actually super good at doctoring. I'm gonna put you at 1 for that. Alright, you know, I think I'm looking at like your abilities. You have very high medical and plant skills. You could be a healer. You could be a healer. So I'm just kind of like looking at you, and you're already working on harvesting stuff for us. You're working on harvesting stuff. I could just... Huh. Maybe a Rito. Except Rito doesn't necessarily have the same faith. But we also technically don't have a faith. You believe in post-nomadism, apparently, whatever that is. You're a nomad. You don't like permanent bases. You believe in ranching and you want to travel. I don't know what all this... Sure, psychic vampirism is something you believe in. But hey, we need defenses. We have Rito, who is very good at shooting and melee. You also have a great longbow. And I would appreciate if you would deposit the stuff that you gather. It's fine. I am gonna see. We can also like see, like kind of get a preview of what genes Crane's baby will have. Which, apparently you're gonna have a hooked tail. You're gonna kind of have sandy blonde fur. We can ignore the skin color stuff here. Yellow eyes. Interesting. But then again, Rito, if you end up sticking around, you have very different genes from everyone else. Where everyone else is cold tolerant, you're heat tolerant. You have a harsh demeanor. You're sleepy. And you have white fur and... yeah. I am curious. Soitkin is still out here. She's just kind of roaming around as she pleases. She's doing okay. She's fine. Oh! Visitors from Covenant of Kaogo have arrived at the colony from S. Don't know what that means. But they are afraid to enter our territory for the following reasons. There's no guest beds, and there's ancients. I'm gonna refuse visitors until I have guest beds. I'm also gonna be setting, setting it up so I can, like, just have all the heal root being harvested. Our healers can take care of that. Speaking of, where is Crane? Oh, Crow has inspired trade. Will get a significant trade price bonus when closing his next trade deal. If anyone comes through wanting to trade, that's good for us to know, but we don't really have anything we can trade. It's also interesting, Rito has like this little face mask, so you can't really like see Rito's face. I also don't know if my pronunciation of Rito is like makes much sense. If it makes much sense, I I'm doing like the kind of Japanese "ri" sort of noise, if that makes any sense, because I kind of studied Japanese for a while. My dad kind of ingrained it into my head because he lived in Japan for a while. Anyways, that will explain why I say Rito the way I've been saying it. And if it seems weird to you, I'm sorry. We really need to get some construction and furniture making at some point, because you're gonna have a baby, we are gonna need somewhere to keep the baby. Small sleeping spot might be the best thing for the baby, but... or baby sleeping spot. But I would rather have like an actual spot for a baby. Ren has just been obsessively trying to fix everything. Alright, Rito has finally deposited all the stuff that you've gathered. It says low medicine. I think we have enough for us for now. We've also got some fine meals, apparently, or a fine meal. It says we have low food. But I don't think the food is that low, relatively speaking. Because you have 11 whole... whatever. It's fine. Has Rito been getting along with everybody? You have a lover somewhere, apparently. Your lover's name is Huntsman Hawk. And they're the faction leader somewhere else. They're off the map. But Rito and Ren connected on the topic of man's spread through the universe. Okay, interesting. That is definitely something to think about, like, man's spread through the universe may not necessarily be, like... It could be, like, kind of, like, about, like, how everyone's been adapting to... But technically, this is not Earth. That is another thing. This is a different planet altogether. But it's fine. There's just a lot to think about when it comes to everything. I also need to check your skills and interests. Let's see, you are... Rito has an unusual interest in chemical sources of enjoyment. Consuming recreational drugs will create a good mood, and while abstaining will lead to increasing frustration over time and possible drug binges. He will ignore directives to not use recreational drugs and will consume more than a normal person. Good to know. You're jealous. For Rito, it's degrading to have a less impressive bedroom than someone else. He gets a mood loss if any colonist has a more impressive bedroom than him. I'm sure Crow would be glad to give you whatever his room is. You're also abrasive. You always say exactly what's on your mind, especially if it's bugging you. That tends to rub people the wrong way. You're also incapable of intellectual because you were raised by wolves. And incapable of social because you were raised by wolves. Interesting. Okay, then. And as adulthood, you are a vision guide. With the aid of hallucinogenic plants, Rito helps to guide members of his tribe on their spiritual journeys. You're going to be very interesting, I'm sure. For now, these guys are mostly going after heal roots to harvest. But I am going to have them go after food again very soon. Like, I'll do right around here. Oh. I guess this fox got hurt at some point. You've lost quite a bit of blood? I see, I see. Good to know. Alright, we're gonna start our clan gathering once the cooldown is done in 3, 2, 1. Vito is gonna participate, which increases the quality up to 33%. You know what? Let's give that a go. Everything's also a little sped up, so Crow chat about rockets, Crow commented about oceans, Crow commented about training chinchillas. Definitely something to talk about. Crane chat about cooking with onions. Crow and Vito shared a word about wearing formal suits. Crow made a comment about myrtles to Ren. Crow told a joke about parties. Ren said something about vomiting to Crane. Crane chat about cute animals with Crow. Apparently you decided to participate way over here. That's fine. Ren shared a word about sweet foods. Crow talked about animals. Crane made a comment about xenohumans to Ren. Ren made a comment about practicing with guns to Crane. We've got some interesting conversations happening. Crane shared a word about life's annoyances. Ren said something about birch trees. Crane made a comment about board games to Crow. Uninspiring in the end. Ren told a joke about eating without tables. Overall, it was not that great, apparently. We got a little bit of agriculture, tiny bit more in hunting and animal handling. Agriculture is something we want to get into because then we can learn medicine. But for now, it is mainly just... We've got stuff... Oh, goose eggs! Oh, that's right, there are geese around. There's only one goose egg. I'm gonna just go ahead and we're gonna take that. The goose isn't gonna really defend it. And I have things set so that time will be a little bit more sped up. Oh, Mad Raccoon. All the way down here for now. But... if it's gonna move its way up... Our people are up here. Alright, Crow, how is your melee? 6. Yours is 5. I'm gonna go ahead and draft you here. And you, I'm gonna draft here. Because this raccoon is on the way up. Crow, it says, is still recovering, but honestly, I think you guys can search and destroy. Get this raccoon before it gets us. It's a raccoon. It'll be fine. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and allow us to have it. Why are you fleeing, sir? You do not need to flee. Yeah, you can haul it. It's fine. Time is going to pass a little faster than it did before. How are you getting along with everybody? You gabbed about swimming. You shared a word about wearing formal suits. You have not really been talking to the others much. That's... You are abrasive, so that might be part of it. Sure, it's fine. Oh, and you reached level 15 shooting because you haven't been shooting! Well, I haven't been sending you hunting for a bit because there hasn't really been a reason to. We can't butcher animals, and they're not going to eat the animals over making meals. I mean, Crow would. I don't have your... Crow would, but the others would not. You two are talking. Apparently, Ren and Crane are both really trying to woo each other. And they're both... It says Crane ignored the advance, but then you tried to woo Ren, and Ren rejected the advance. I don't know what's going on there, because clearly you're both trying to get something going there, but you're both saying, nah, I actually don't want that. You also chat about formations with Ren. It could be that you're both trying to flirt with each other and are both, like, the same kind of oblivious where you don't notice the other one's trying to flirt. I don't know. You chat about fighting cobras. That's fun. Meantime, you guys are chatting about hostile comedians and fashion and friendly cooks. Practicing poker? You guys know how to play poker? I don't think you do. I'm sure everything will be fine, though. I am still kind of a little worried about this. Like, on one hand, cool, there's gonna be a new baby. On the other hand, we aren't really set up to raise a child in this environment. I mean, we'll do our best, but I have my concerns, and we'll see how those concerns play out. I do like that this place is nearly completely fixed up, though. Nearly. It's getting there. And then Ren, you can also help kind of take care of this place. Ren reached level 9 in Artistic because we're not keeping up with stuff. We need to work on our research as much as possible, and I'm giving myself the rule I can't activate passive research until we have culture. And we don't have culture yet. I also think we might not be able to make ourselves a proper clan until we have culture as well. Because normally you get this far in and you get a little pop-up saying, hey, you've been noticed, and people are like wondering what you call yourselves. We don't have that yet. I do think Rito is not going to be happy staying here, though. Because you're interested in drugs, we don't have any drugs, and you're a nomad, and we're not nomadic. We're going to be staying here a while. It'll be fine in the future, I'm sure, but right now, not so much. Alright, just notice that Rito is running over here where this ancient pet is. Okay, Rito, I think that it's fine for you to be drafted. I'm gonna actually move you here. And have you start shooting this fox. You're supposed to be an expert at archery, so please. You got this. Yeah, now this fox is going to be trying to... Alright, I guess you're gonna just melee attack the fox now. Okay, it says you're gonna bleed out in 18 hours. This fox... Okay. Is anybody close by enough? Crow? I'm gonna draft you to come and help out. I'm sorry. Ren does not have enough skill. Crow, you do. You do not have the claws. Okay. Colonist needs rescue. Fox? Okay, Crow, you come and take care of this fox. Or actually, it might be more important. Prioritize tending to Riro. Okay, gonna undraft you. All this stuff is gonna be allowed. Let me go ahead and allow selection here. We don't want Riro to die. So Crane, I need you to run, sweetie, please. It's early in the day. Being out in 4 hours. Crane, you've got this. You can take care of Crane right here if you need, or take care of Guido right there if you need to. That's what you're here to do. You've got a good amount of herbal medicine to do that with. Being on 5 hours instead of 3. Okay, okay. "7 hours, and you're unconscious. We've got you, though. We are taking as good care of you as we can. Alright, 13 hours. Alright, and we're rescuing you. Good. Cool, cool, cool. Good. Just gonna harvest on the tomato plant, because that's useful. And I think we're about at the point where we can have our clan meeting. Riro will probably not participate because of really bad injury. But everyone else should be able to. Oh, starvation! Well, I guess nobody's starving now. Let's go ahead and... Riro cannot participate. Let's go ahead and have ourselves our clan gathering. Crow's making comments about crossbows and howitzers and fat people, apparently. Comment about kids' games, jokes about fashion with Ren. I saw that. I thought I saw a little flirty symbol. I guess I was wrong. Ren comment about kids' games. Crow told a joke about yams. Ren and Crow gabbed about fighting outlaws. A little late for the battle music. It's fine. Oh! Since it looks like you'll be here for a while, Crow thinks that you should give your faction a name. What should your faction be called? I did put up a poll asking for like what I should call the clan after if we get this to pop up. And overwhelmingly, people said to name it after a cat in the clan. Since Crow seems to be the one leading all of this, we're gonna be Crow Clan. And this will be the Crow Clan Camp. Oh, and... okay, yeah, these two are off to do their thing. Yeah. But this also means that it's probably a good time for me to give everybody proper clan names. And I'm gonna have to do that by going into the character editor. So you're gonna be Crow Star because you're the leader. Gonna go ahead and do that. And we are Crow Clan. Crane. I'm not sure what I'm gonna call you. Mordito. I might leave these guys as Crane and Ren and Rito for now, and I'm gonna ask you guys what should their warrior names be. And I will give them those warrior names in the next episode. But I am gonna go ahead and change them from Clan Cat to Crow Clan. Crow Clan. And Crow Clan. Oh, I just noticed you have like a little tattoo on your face. Interesting. Either way, we'll have names for these guys in the future. And please do suggest a name for Rito because it's a fun name to say, but it's also a little tricky even for me. What are you chatting about now? I saw the little education thing. Chat about armor. Made a comment about training swans. Still uninspiring. Y'all, we need research. What are we researching? Still working on just tiny little bits of stuff. Not enough. Oh, Rito's up again. How about you take care of yourself, please? Okay, music, please. I did notice the music gets louder if I'm paused, and it gets louder once it's at the end of a song. I might need to make a comment on that to the person who made the mod. It's a baby cougar! I think it's a baby. It is pretty small compared to when I normally see cougars. Yeah, normally cougars are a little bigger than the lynx, and this one is... Where are you? It disappeared on me. This one's tiny! Look at you, BB! Oh, you're so cute! But yeah, we were taking all the stuff from that one place, and I might as well just claim these. Y'all might as well. Might as well just hit claim here. This stuff is ours. If you want to fix stuff, go ahead. There's also vents that we can't really do much with over here. A lot of this, I'm kind of like looking around being like, what can I do? What can I take and use from nearby structures? This is basically nothing to me. There is a bed here. I claim it, and I can reinstall it up by our stuff. I'll just put it there, maybe. And I still say we need defenses in the future. Oh, hang on. Once you're back down here, you need to get your bow and arrow again. I think these two are on a date. Yeah, these two seem to be on a date. That's cute. Ren reached level 1 in plants! Hey, you got that from talking, apparently. Shared a word about composting. Like, you can actually get, when you see a little education thing, somebody's sharing some skill, like some of their knowledge. So you might see somebody gain some skill just from talking. Well, poor Rito, you do need to rest, because look at all that. Still got pretty bad blood loss, so you're gonna be a lot slower than before. Oh yeah, look at that. Breathing is pretty bad because... Oh, your neck. Your neck is one of the things that got injured. Let's have you equip that. Go ahead and have you drop the sandstone blocks. How about you sleep? I'm just gonna say go to sleep. Oh, I think Crane has some morning sickness. Yep, affected by morning sickness. Oh dear. She'll be okay. And I did just hear... Oh! Oh, the baby cougar tried to take on a red panda and failed. Oh, the baby cougar's dead! Oh no! Poor baby cougar. I'm sure that this is fine. This is just kind of the cycle of life. This world is brutal. That's the thing. This world is brutal. Rimworld is a very brutal game. And if you want to play Rimworld, you gotta be prepared for bad things to happen a lot. Because they will happen a lot. Where's Rito? Apparently you're just consuming a fine meal. That's alright, that's alright. I do think that there's some stuff around here that we can go ahead and harvest. I feel like we need to invest in hunting for sure. But we also can't butcher. We have dead animals around here, but nobody's actively trying to eat them. Because it's not in anybody's interests. Except Crowstars. But Crowstar is also preferring to eat a fine meal, apparently. Do you see Crane and Rito are chatting over here? We're chatting about the weather, dinner, exchanging ideas about crypto sleep tombs, bitter foods, the history of war crimes, apparently. And they made a comment about Healroot, and now they're off to go and... I think... Well, they're not gathering stuff. Actually, what we do need to do is... have a clan meeting in a moment. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. It'll be 33% quality, and that's fine. Crowstar. Speaking about missiles. I've also talked about mushrooms. Comment about fighting rogues. Ooh, yeah, that's actually normal for warrior cats. Joking about Healroot as Crane approaches. And where's Rito? Are you... Okay, you are on your way. You're just kind of slow compared to everybody. You're just kind of sliding in from the side. Alright, you said a word about botched surgeries to Crowstar. Oh, goodness. Heartfelt conversation about Ludism with Crowstar. A word about drunkenness with Ren. Let's see. Crane reached level 3 in artistic. Gathered about mediums with Crane. Jokes about large trees with Crowstar. Demons. Rito speaking about demons with Ren. There's a lot of stuff happening. And they're talking about dinner. Large trees. Chat about using nukes. What is happening? Practicing with spears. Jokes about the fate of mankind. Hey, it was an encouraging tribal gathering for once. Okay. How close are we to getting hunting? Or closer to mining, actually. I would like if we were closer to hunting, but apparently it's taking us a while. I do think that today will be the last day today. There's a platypus here. I kind of casually noticed the platypus, but yeah. We need to get some actual stuff learned at some point. I do think Crane and Vito... Oh. Oh, we're getting raided. Yeah, these two are chatting. I think... Does Rito actually get along with anybody here? Crane. Yeah. Rito and Crane, you also get along a little bit with Ren, but not a ton. But, group of predators from Union of Irago. Okay, it's just one. Lusa is a crazed warrior from the Union of Irago. And your name, technically your name is Alpaca Lusa. Okay. I will allow this, but I also think when it comes to everybody up here, I'm gonna draft you guys. And I'm gonna stick you here for now. Lusa is also coming out this way, so... Lusa, I think, just has a spear, yeah? Just a stake, yeah. I could move you a little closer around here. Rito is technically still recovering. And I could actually go ahead and move you like this. So that way Crowstar and Ren would not be in the way as you're trying to shoot. But I do want these two to kind of be ready to protect you as needed, because... I'm gonna have you move forward. No. Move. Here, I guess. Or... here. Lusa. Where are you going? Do you have gear that we want? Smoke Leaf would be good for Rito. Alright, Crowstar kind of move out of the way. There we go. And I'm gonna move you here. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and allow this, and we're just gonna leave Lusa here, and you guys can be undrafted. And you're good for the evening. Congratulations, Rito. We have some drugs for you. Oh, party. Rito's throwing a party. Hey. Oh, it's supposed to be over here, but you know, it's fine. Everyone's here instead. It could have been nice if Lusa didn't die, because we could actually arrest Lusa. But that couldn't happen. We end up just killing Lusa. It looks like Ren is the only one attending the party. We have some silver though, that's cool. But once everybody's asleep, I think I'm gonna wrap up this episode. So Rito, are you attending? Yes, you are attending your own party. Hey! Ren is gonna be attending the party. Is Crowstar? Yes, you are! And Crane is just kind of... Crane is sleeping. She's alright. Party is finished, but I hope that Rito had a good time. Maybe not, but it's fine. But did you just sniff my foot? I felt a little kind of cold kitten nose. But you know what? I think that now is the time for me to wrap things up. So guys, thank you so much for joining me for this episode of the Warrior Cats Rimworld series. If you enjoyed, be sure to go ahead, hit the like button, leave a comment down below, let me know any of your thoughts. And be sure to subscribe if you haven't already so you can see the next episode when it comes out. And I will see you in the next episode. Stay safe out there, everybody.